All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Everyday Upland. I'm a little stuffed up right now, so if I sound nasally in the audio, just bear with me, please. Just bear with me. And excuse my shirt. I spilled some water on it earlier. But this caught my attention. So it seems that in Upland, I guess landmarks are going to stand out on the map. So I was about where? I was about up here. And then I looked to my left and I saw this building here. And I'm like, what building is this? As I got closer, I realized, oh, this is Trump Tower. So whatever Upland has planned for their landmark structures that are bigger and just larger than everything else is going to stand out on the map completely, which is pretty cool. Um, if we are able to get any, yeah, because I believe that the what is it again? I believe that the auctions are not for us little guys. It's more so for the whales, as they call them. It's for the guys who are generating multi-millions of UPIX per month. Those are the individuals that can participate in the auctions. Um, every time there's an auction, I pay no attention to it because my tiny UPIX account wouldn't even be a drop in the bucket for any of these auctions. So I don't pay any attention to auctions. They're way out of my league. I don't even see, even when I do become uh chief executive, or whatever it is, I do not see myself being able to afford any of these auction landmark properties or anything like that that Upland has in the near future. Um, with them releasing those additional 27,000 properties in Chicago, that is good because there is only one other city that I favor, that I like, and I have a lot of properties in that I would like them to do the same in. So I could pick up this one massive property. I'll spend all the UPIX I can because I believe that property will generate a lot of income for me. Um, so I hope this whole releasing of additional properties continue throughout the cities that we have across the game so far. And I think we have about 18 to 19 cities that have been released since the game started. So there's a lot more properties available, and if Upland do decide to start releasing those, which I think is a good idea if Upland actually starts releasing those. For example, the time span that we had from Queens to the next release, which is supposed to be in June, it's a good idea to do what they did recently, is have a miniature release in between in cities that people are already in. So somebody like myself who may want to enter into a city, but because I started the game when I did, I don't have that opportunity to do so. So I would like it if they do like mini releases and no mini releases in between, especially if they're gonna have it where it's a month and a half to 2 months where no city release is gonna happen. So any one of us guys who are new can enter into cities that are where the floor is ridiculous, and or it's sold out. So that's what I think should happen in the future for this game, and it's something I like so far because I had a little bit of cash. I went into Chicago and I bought up some properties. Um, I didn't buy a whole lot, but the prices were pretty good. Probably still can go back and float around and buy up some more. I really haven't looked into that because I was so focused on this whole spark sale that's going on. I did quite all right today. I fortunate enough for me, I was able to leave work early, not for Upland, but I was doing something. My garage door almost collapsed, almost broke, almost flew off the hinges. So I had some repair guys come and take care of that. So I had to leave work a little early just to kind of get that dealt with, and then I got home early enough that I was still able to make some purchases. I'm happy with what I've bought. I know now I'm just gonna try and just add a little bit more. I'm trying to reduce my building to a month or hopefully a week. That's the goal, is 1 week to build a property so I can build more property, more structures, sorry. Right? So if I can be pushing out a brand new structure every week, I'll be able to build quite a few new structures in various cities that I have, that I own properties in, not have, but own properties in. But that's where it comes with, especially if you don't have a lot of spark, such as myself. I'm still growing. It's hard being in multiple um, nodes because when I had just over one spark, like being like I spread myself so thin, being a part of three nodes, that the spark I had was gonna take at some properties 64 days, another one 91 days, and I'm just like, this is not looking good. So what I end up doing is that I would start to reduce my spark on certain ones, right? And put it to other ones that are more favorable to me. So I kind of spread myself kind of thin doing that. And with the additional spark, yes, it's helped, but I'm still over the 1 month of actually being able to push out structures. So if I can, one structure per month is pretty good. That will mean 12 structures a year, and over a couple of years, you just times that by however many years it is. So, yeah, so that's really what like I wanted to mention today, because you don't want to really stretch yourself thin because it kind of shows a lack of progress. Like a lot of my previous buildings took forever. Some took 2 months or longer for these structures to be built. And at the rate a lot of these guys in the game are building, it doesn't really make sense for you to spread yourself so thin. You can more focus on, if you are actually a part of a certain node, you try and focus a lot of your building there. And then once the node is complete, or that one node, or if you have several nodes, I guess you just have to go through um, month by month and spreading your spark through to those nodes, because you don't want to spread yourself so thin because it just takes so much longer unless you're going to be in a node that is not growing as fast, or a node that is pretty new and you know that it will take some time for others to get involved and stuff. But if you're going to a node that there's a lot of properties already there, you as a player kind of want to see your building there in that node to say, yeah, I have one here, and you could possibly flip it or do whatever you want with it. But yeah, just don't spread yourself too thin, being a part of too many nodes. Just get the buildings The structures accomplish one at a time. If that means you got to take, I don't know, leave point one on the other ones that you started and focus more on one at a time, that's a better way of going about it and getting even more and progressing even more and accumulating even more structures throughout upland. Upland for life. What's going on, bro? How's everything? How did Spark sale go for you today? Did you get your point five? Did you get your one spark? You had an opportunity, I know, to get one spark because Spark with the one spark wasn't moving that much. Half a spark wasn't moving that much. Like it seemed as if majority of the players, or I shouldn't say majority, there's a good amount of players in this game right now that are satisfied with the amount of spark they're having, or during the spark week they were able to earn so much spark that they didn't need to actually purchase any, which is another thing in the game that. Oh, you didn't get a chance, Ace? Oh no. I got point five, so it wasn't so bad for me. Um I'm happy I bought what I bought and I'm slowly still gonna accumulate. Sorry, another point five the next spark sale, so sometime in June, in the middle of June. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. See, that's what happens with me all the time. You get off work and by the time you get there, it's 0.25 and point one and sometimes 0.05. And it's just like, a lot of times for me, it's usually point one and 0.05, and I'm just like, yeah, nah, I'm not even gonna bother. But I should have. Looking back, I should have because I probably wouldn't have like a whole lot, but it still I would have been in a better position than I am now. Because at least if I had gotten 0.25 4 times, that's one spark, right? And then whatever else I gained after that, would put me over whatever amount of spark it is that I have, right? So that's okay, man. Don't worry. Just accumulate as small amounts as you can. Eventually, you'll get there. I know you're building, so every spark really counts for you, and you have a lot of help, so it makes it a little bit easier for you in that sense. So yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the thing, like, cause today, like when I saw like with the exchange rate and I saw how much I put down, I was like, oh my God, this is not good, but it's good at the same time, but it's not good. Oh man, I don't know what to do. Oh, you know what? Whatever. Let's just look past it because I'm thinking of Vegas. Like I don't. Nobody has a clue how much it's gonna cost to mint in Vegas. And what if I want to put 300,000 UPX in the game? Like after buying Spark, it's just like it's a little dent in the wallet. You know what I mean? And then in like what 2 weeks? Is it 2 weeks? About 2, 3 weeks. About 3 weeks, you gotta put in another chunk of money again just so you can be in on the minted, which I'm going to like. I really love this game. I really enjoy it. It's something that like I told my cousin about Upland, and he's like, "Oh, a real life Monopoly game." And my cousin and I we go back playing Monopoly back in the days, man. All the family gatherings, it was Monopoly. We all just separate ourselves from everybody and go in the other room and and just be playing Monopoly. We even forget about the food. Like it was just about Monopoly and kicking each other's asses, man. So it was fun. But we'll see if he gets on this. It would be nice if he does, because at least he could help me build some structures when he starts getting some spark. But yeah, yeah, definitely, man. Buying a new city for sure, because that's how you make some money in this game. You know what I mean? So like right now, remember I was saying yesterday in my video where I was talking about, oh, I'm probably about 6% above water. Well, with the spark purchase, I'm now I'm now underwater. So I got to start making some sales. I got to start making some moves. Sorry, drink some water and making some moves so I can bring myself back up. For the money I spent and how much I have earned and so on and so forth. So, but yeah, so at this rate, I don't know if it'll be Las Vegas. Why? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What rate? Like, is it going too fast, or because Upland released those additional 27,000 properties in Chicago, you don't think it will be Las Vegas? You think it'll be something else? Where do you think? I can't see them going anywhere else because they're doing a huge thing there. Like, like they're bringing down YouTubers. Oh, okay, yeah, the additional, yeah, yeah, but I believe. Look, how would I put this? Like cities like LA shouldn't have any additional um properties released because LA, like the floor, I think at the time was like 20,000, 18,000, like to buy anything in LA. So imagine they release another 50,000 properties in LA, and you go in there and each property is like 30,000 floor, and it's just like no, not at all. Like that's no good at all. I think they should really only release additional cities properties for cities that are sold out because there's people such as myself who may want to get into a city like for example San Francisco. I don't know how many properties there that they haven't released yet, but I don't think you can buy in San Francisco in certain areas anyways for under 100,000 UPIX, right? It could even be more than that. Like to buy one property, I don't think I'll be buying for 100,000 UPIX. But at the same time, it's the only way to get in. So if Upland release, I don't know, maybe 5,000, 10,000 additional properties in San Francisco, then I can go to San Francisco and probably pick up seven or eight or nine or whatever it is. So I have some properties there. Like eventually, we all should have properties in every city, pretty much, in this game, if possible, even if it's just one. Because I own one property in Bakersfield. I don't really plan on buying anything else additional in Bakersfield, but I have at least one. I did have one. Um, I did have one in Chicago, but I ended up selling it because at that time the floor was too high and I wasn't gonna buy anything else. I actually no, the floor wasn't high. I just didn't want to buy anything else because the yields were so low. So I was just like, why am I gonna pay whatever these people are asking for? And the yields are so tiny on some of the properties I was looking at. So I never bothered with any of that at all. Yeah, none of that at all. So yeah, I don't mind the additional releases, but after Vegas and we have to see like I'm looking forward to see what city they're gonna release. I do believe it's Vegas, and I really want to see what the floor is gonna be. I hope it's similar to Queens. If it's similar to Queens, then I'm gonna have lots of fun. Lots of fun. Okay, if they do additional new players, like you said, 500. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I say like cities like LA should not have any additional uh properties released because it doesn't make any sense. And it's too expensive. I'm just gonna remove the comment just because you can't see myself. But yeah, it doesn't make any sense at all. But if they do it, you know what? As you said about FSA, only do FSAs. Yeah, I don't think they did. I don't think they did. I can't recall seeing any of those 27,000 were FSAs. They could have been, but I didn't see any. So, but that's how it goes, man. It's all right. That's that's how these guys are gonna play do the game. So, like I said, I'm just looking forward to accumulate some more UPICs again. So I finally got paid for my rare property, my rare um collection. I think it's my rare, yeah, conduit Ave. So I collected on that. So now it's back to that whole situation. Should I hold? Should I let it go? But I think I'm gonna wait until after Vegas. What if I get another rare property or ultra rare or whatever it is there too? If I do that, then maybe that would be kind of a good time to actually say, all right, well, I'm gonna let go of my rare property from New York because I already collected my earnings on that, and that's that. But and another thing too, I guess uh I've been getting some offers. I've been getting some trades, and these trades and offers will happen like at 1 o'clock in the morning, and then I wake up, whatever, I just can carry on. And then what happens is that I check my email and it said somebody made me an offer. But then when I come in game, there's nothing there. So I'm like, did this actually happen? Or someone just kind of changed their minds? But I've been having that happen to me quite a few times where people are making offers, but it doesn't stay long enough. Even one time it popped up on my phone and literally I took my phone out right away and said, "Oh, I got an offer." And I clicked on it, and when I clicked on it, it led me nowhere. It just opened the game and nothing happened. And I was like, "Oh, this again." So I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if it's happening to you guys or if it's happening to you Upline for Life, but for me, I'm getting these offers, and by the time I go to check on them, there's nothing there. Oh, the small ones. Yeah, well, right. The small ones were gone because there was a bunch, I would say maybe 20 or 30 that were under like $1,000 easily. And there was a lot of 2,000, 3,000 ones that were there. I know those would have been taken out right away, but I don't think those properties you can build on. Like they're just buying these properties just to say, yeah, they're gonna flip it, right? But who knows? Are properties with a small UP2 size worth buying? It's worth flipping, but is it worth buying? Like thinking being on the buyer's hand, like why are you buying that? Like you'd only be buying that. Sorry, you'd only be buying that if you were actually just buying hold for a little bit and to flip it for something else or for some upix. Because I don't see the purpose in buying a property that you can't build on, and most of them. Oh, so those ones that were under 1,000 were FSAs. Okay, then that makes sense. That makes sense. That's understandable. If they were FSAs, then it's just whatever. Those are buy and flip. Like there's no point of buying and holding onto FSAs for too long. There's a lot of times I don't think they provide a lot of um monthly earnings as FSAs. And remember, don't quote me on this. Don't say, "Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about." Remember, when I started the game, I didn't know what FSA was, so I can't really say necessarily speak on every parts of the game when it came to that and the FSAs. But I'm just speaking of what I've seen recently. Like, I don't believe there's any point in holding FSAs because the earnings aren't that much. But you buy FSA, you flip them, you keep buying a whole bunch and you flip them. That's the best way and generate UPEX that way instead of I know you only can sell two a month or something like that, or two a week or whatever it is. Yeah. Well, the ones that I saw, and I didn't go too many places. I'm not even gonna lie to you. As you see here, my Chicago is not spread all over, right? There's some here, here, here. So I really only bought in three different locations, but not one of those that I bought in those locations were FSAs, and I didn't see any FSAs surrounding in that area. Let's see if my guy here pulled up on some. Ooh, whoa! There's one for 600. Ooh, look at this. How much? Okay. Wow. Let's see. 800. What is this one like? 14? No, 12,000. Okay, so here's one. So maybe this is an FSA. What? It's not the one. Oh, I was looking at earnings. That's why. Yeah, but those are some expensive properties. Yeah, so I haven't really seen any. Oh, I'm very tired. Tired. Long, long, long week. Yeah. Let me get back to this. See what else you said. Okay, there we go. That's it, really. Like, yeah, but you're able to do things so it can help you build some more. And how are your structures coming along? Any structure right now? These nodes, because I know you have like probably like four nodes going right now. To me, right now, it's a very important time to be a part of a node because if you're a part of a node and say that node is a popular node and you have a couple of properties there, and let's say they build a racetrack within that node, then yeah, you'll be fine. You you'll be nice. Yeah, two. That's good. That's good. Don't increase it too much because I'm sure you've bought multiple properties in these nodes, so you're gonna want to build structures on these all over. So like I said, don't spread yourself too thin. Just take your time. Let your building, your structures progress, and yeah, that's it really. I got nothing else. How many properties you got in Bell Harbor? Did I start one down there? I think I did. Let me check. I got two in Bell Harbor. Yeah, I did start a structure here. Let's see here. Okay, so 23 days. So I took off a lot of the UPEX on other um things that I'm building, and I said, let me focus on this one down here in Bell Harbor because I can get it done. At the time, I think it was 24 days. So I can get it done in 23 days. And the others, I will now, once I use up all of this, then I'll probably split this in the next two or put all of this on one more and get that one done. But I'm on the way to be building a structure per month. So and also I want to start building some apartment building. Yeah. Let's see. How many hours? 5,000. So let's see here. Ooh, look how many people's on this. Wow. So how long is this gonna take? 13 days. Wow. Audience, when we get large enough, this is how it should look like when we're building our structures. Everybody just chips in, make it go so much faster, and make us build up and build a node. I'm not selling any of my node properties. Yeah, no, don't do it now. Wait until the node is fully developed. Maybe there's a racetrack or something that goes there. Yeah, just build and let the price go up, yeah. So you have 7 properties in Bell Harbor or 8? Okay, 8, wow. You're doing it, man. Are you getting them at a good deal? Yeah, I know you have that one right beside me. That's why I decided to build it on that side. Plus, I really like how that house looked. Yeah, yeah. I have a massive size property in Cleveland, and I think I will put a apartment building on top of one, but I'm gonna wait until my 2 or 3 other structures that are being built are completed, and once that's done, then I just throw all of my UPEX onto this onto that one in Cleveland and see how it goes. But yeah, yeah. Don't go too big though, because the reason why I say don't go too big, the property size, because when you do decide to sell, even though you're gonna have a property on it, it's gonna be a little bit harder to sell. Um, Maybe with Upland increasing the NFT sales cap from 10,000 to 100K, whenever that bring in the big guys who want to spend 100,000 USD in Upland, that would be great. It would be amazing for us, the ones who have properties and built on these build structures on these properties, and to put up our structures for our property and structures for sale and getting crazy upics for it. Yeah, that's great. I really want to. Okay. In Bell Harbor, just 100. So you want to own Bell Harbor? Yeah, like I don't know how much you have otherwise, but spread yourself out a little bit. Like unless you're gonna create your own node for yourself in Bell Harbor, you see value. Yeah, I see value too. Yeah, absolutely. Wow, 100 properties in Bell Harbor, bro. You're gonna be spending quite a bit of UPEX, man, doing that. But go ahead, why not? Try it. Why not? Because once you own that many properties in any city, whoo, okay. I like that. I like that. 50. I can buy 50. Yo, that's some big boy status right there. Yeah, but like I say, man, if you're gonna do that, right? Are you gonna be buying 50 and holding, or buying 50 and be selling off some to generate some upics? Because 100 to 50, sorry, 50 to 100 properties in one neighborhood is serious. That's very serious, but I think that's awesome. All holds. Whoo! Bro, I can't wait till you get bigger in this game. I gotta you're talking some big dog levels right now with buying that many properties. Like, to be honest, I would do the same too. I'm not even gonna lie to you right now. Every property I buy, I'm not selling unless I see the value going down. So that's a great point, because if you're not in the game all that long, you shouldn't necessarily be buying and selling so much. Yes, you can, especially if you're fortunate enough to buy in certain um neighborhoods that say are collections and you have quite a bit of properties. That's fine. You let them go. But my thing is that I'm buying these properties. I'm holding a lot of. I won't be really looking to sell a lot of properties right now for until I hit about a year in this game, because there is so many um there's so many opportunities to make a lot of upics when you're able to have properties in these cities. And if Upland continues with these city additional property release, you can actually get into some cities, like I said earlier, that you always wanted to get into, and maybe you could, flip those or hold. But I would say any newcomer right now, just buy and hold, just buy and hold, buy and hold. There's so much more things coming to this game. Um, I think right now, getting into the game right now is probably um, one of the most, or the probably one of the best times, because you're about to enter into the game where, as far as I understand it, Upland is going to bring it up a notch. Okay, the Upland team is going to bring it up a notch with the introduction of cards, ornaments, and all these other things. And they're gradually doing it. So if you're able to get in now, and say you have under 100,000 UPIX, you can go buy some FSAs. You can go to Chicago. You can mint some freshly released properties, and you can just go around the game slowly and just buy up, buy up, buy up, buy up, and flip if need. But if you want, or if you see an opportunity, you flip, but hold. I agree with hold, absolutely. I think every city, I okay, I shouldn't say every city. The last few cities that I have been a part of, um, I can't say the wanting is all that much, because what city was it that I was in, and um was Alameda. So when I got into Alameda, it was just nuts. Like, I just bought whatever I could, because properties were going in like 2 days. The place was getting bought up so fast, and it's just like, holy. But as the city releases went on, and they were only a month apart, I did a video, is Upland releasing cities too soon. That really slowed down all that eagerness for players to accumulate properties, because there wasn't as many people buying up properties like before. I guess the whales are at a point where they don't necessarily need to um they don't need to be in the game as much. They don't need to be going to new cities as often. They can go in after everybody's gone in and still buy up the whole city because they generate so much income. So that's another thing, yeah. Bro, if you're gonna be doing that, you're gonna need at least 1,000,000 UPIX. I'm telling you that right now. You're gonna need at least. I even think that's too small. You're gonna need at least 2 to 3 million UPIX. Reason being is that these hotels aren't gonna be cheap, right? At all. They're gonna be in the hundreds of UPIX, probably 500, 600,000 UPIX, unless you're gonna be buying in old Vegas, if that is released as well with Vegas or whatever it is where you can get some of the other hotels. But the hotels aren't going to be cheap. They are not going to be cheap. You're going to have to put in quite a bit of funds to be buying, unless you put in, say, let's say you have about 2 million UPIX, right? You just go and find three of the best properties that you can, and you buy them and put them all in a collection so you just reap the max benefits in the monthly earnings, and then that's it. Yeah, yeah. It's just yeah, I know. It's gonna be the ones that you see value in, but at the same time, that one's still gonna be quite expensive because hotels are not cheap. Like, oof, where was it? LA? I think it was LA. Some how tall was that? I don't even know. But Capitol Records, that was probably like, I wanted to buy that one so much. I thought nobody really knew, but these guys, people who are in this game are quite informed and they know places. So, but yeah, so you're gonna have a fight to get some of those hotels because there's other individuals in this game who either are from Vegas or has been to Vegas many times and they know it quite well and where to buy this and where to buy that. So we'll see how that really goes. But I'm looking forward to Vegas. I don't think I'll be buying any hotels because I ain't putting that type of money into the game. But I'll be trying to get as many nice properties as I can. Oh, in LA, okay. Well, yeah, do it, man. The one. Okay, can I make a suggestion to you? I don't know how much UPIX you have right now, but since you're going to be buying and holding, um, if you have 2 million UPIX right now in the game, I I don't know. I haven't been to LA in a while, but go to Bel Air, Mulholland Street, and just any of those streets in Bel Air. Get a couple properties that are like five, 600,000. You get three of those. That's 1.8 million UPIX, and you'll be able to generate at least 60 to 70,000 additional UPIX on top of what you already generate right now. I can guarantee you that much because that's something that I've looked into. It's something that I always said I would do. So since you're in LA or you're looking in the downtown area, make your way up to Bel Air, man. If you have a good amount of UPIX, buy three of those properties on Mulholland Drive or any of those streets, and I'm telling you, you're gonna generate. That was my plan, to be honest. Like when I went to Detroit, I went to Detroit to try and accumulate as much UPIX, but like I kind of fell in love with some of the properties that I had, and I didn't want to let them go. Then I went to Queens, and I said, I'm not really into Queens, and then I find myself buying a whole bunch of property in Queens and holding on to them. Right. So since you're in LA, go check out Bel Air. You'll be able to generate a lot of monthly UPIX. Just buy three. If you can buy three, buy three, because that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna try and buy about three properties that would come up to about 70 to 75,000 UPIX. And at the time I had about 40,000. I was making 42, 43,000 UPIX per month. So if I had, say, put in that that what that I guess 1 point, what were they? Well, 1.5, 1.6 million UPIX into the game, I would have gone to LA, bought those three properties, and I would be sitting pretty right now, because right now I'll be making over 100 and 120, easily 130 UPIX per month, and that's perfect. I think once you hit that point in the game, you don't necessarily need to right away put UPIX into the game, and you can continuously buy properties in the game generating 120,000 UPIX, because yeah, it'll be easy, very easy. And if you say you do that and you do buy some properties to flip, and whatever you can sell plus whatever you make, yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be continuously buying property. I think you should be able to buy um with that, you should be able to buy, at a bare minimum, one to two properties a day. And I'm talking properties up to 25,000 if you want to buy one, or you could buy two for 13,000, or 12,500 each. So go check out Bel Air. That's been something I think I've mentioned before, but yeah, and you can definitely be collecting. I don't know how much UPIX you're collecting right now per month, but if you want to generate some monthly UPIX since you're holding, just go to Bel Air and just cop those and just grab those properties, man. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. But check it out first. Don't just go jumping in and buying. Just check around, see what the prices are, see what you can buy, because some properties are 20,000, but you have to put them into the collection. So that's why you got to make sure that you're able to buy at least three. Okay, at least three properties in Bel Air, and you'll do well. And you'll do well. You'll generate between 60 to 75,000. Thanks. Here we go. Here's another one. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man, no problem. Anytime, bro. Anytime. So yeah, yeah. Tonight's a long one. Don't necessarily have to go to bed, even though I'm a little tired still, but it's all right. Talking with you, man, it's great, because we're on the same path, the same journey. So, but you're a superstar. I'm trying to get to your level right now, with you and trying to buy 100 properties in one neighborhood, man. That's a superstar move right there. I'm not even close to that. I'm just trying to spread my wings so I can have properties all over. But my goal is to try and double the amount of properties I have, because I see some players and I'm like, I need to go check out how much these guys are making per month. There's a player, I think I said it the last episode, with just probably 100,000 UPIX more than me, and no, I'm not going to bed right now. I'm not going to bed right now. Yeah, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. I'm just saying, but you may not be a superstar, but you move like one. That's what I'm really saying. If you don't think you're a superstar, you move like one. So yeah, but yeah, this guy had like 330 something properties, and he had the same net worth, if not just a little bit more than me. And I was just like, okay, I clearly went at this game wrong, because I could have probably done that, but I say the reason why I'm not there yet is because of Cleveland. I spent a ton. I probably spent 300,000 UPIX in Cleveland. Yeah, man, you're welcome. Yeah, 300,000 UPEX in Cleveland and, you know, bought about 40 properties there, sold a few, had more than probably about 45, sold a few, and then, that was it. That was it. But yeah, here we go. What's this one? Marketplace. Ooh, look at this. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, this is Chicago. You're gonna spend this amount of money. You spend this amount of money uh in LA, you get 12 to 15,000 UPEX per month when you put it in a collection. So why would you like I don't see the reason to buy any of these properties. Look at this. You're gonna spend 216,000 for that, right? Like, nah, it's not really worth it. It's not really worth it. I think I think LA, like I haven't been to I think Nashville too, I hear. What is what I hear, I don't know for a fact, but Nashville, you can find some of these crazy properties that you can generate a lot of UPEX from. But I know for a fact, LA right now, you go Bel Air if you find anything up there. I'm not sure if Bel Air is all minted out. I haven't checked in a while, but that's the place. That's the place you want to go so you can generate a ton of UPEX. This is Target. Let's see how much this is. Nah, that's not even worth it, man. Whew, that's not even worth it. Yeah. There's so many. How is it? So you tell me this whole section here wasn't available? This is a lot. Okay. No, no, not at all. Not at all. This is not it. No. Yeah, go to LA, man. Go to LA. Go to LA. Those properties aren't worth the money you're paying for it. You can find. Let me actually, let me go to LA myself and see. Let's see what's there. I'm gonna go shopping with you there, Upland for Life, because I want to see myself. Am I in the right place? No. There we go. So did I think this is Bel Air right here? Yeah. See, okay, so Bel Air is still not minted out. Okay, 1.6. Oh, okay, just ooh, see 25,000. See? Right there. So you get that one. Let's see, no, not this one. What's going on? Not that one. See, if you're willing to spend 3 million UPEX, you'll be able to get that. So here we go. 700,000, get 18. 18 there again. And you get 23. Yeah, but just take your time and search through LA, man, because you'll be able to get some. And even check to see if anyone of these are being sold below mint price. That's something you also have to check. That's too much. Yeah, but just check on Upix Land to make sure first before you buy anything. Okay, that's where you're at too. Okay, yeah, man. Just take your time and browse around in here. And if you need to travel to LA and go pick up a few of those, and I'm telling you, you do that and you're making over 120K upics, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You won't necessarily, unless you want to buy more Spark. That's the only time I believe you'd be able to put money in the. You're gonna put money into the game. One, and then two, since you want to buy 100 properties in Bell Harbor. I don't remember what the floor is, but at least every week making over 120 thousand UPIX a month, you definitely be able to buy at least one property a week in Bell Harbor, just buying these properties here in Bel Air. So that's what I found out, and I'm just like, yo, I need to get it. I was gonna do it. I was gonna drop all that money into the game and just do that and just chill, right? And just chill. See 1.1. This is huge. See. So even this is a lot, but even this, you buy this and then you go find two smaller properties and they'll add up, say another 10, another 12. So you get two tens on top of that. That's 76,000 right there, right? Yeah, that's huge. Woo! Yeah, and just check. A lot of properties still here to be minted, so and these aren't properties that you're gonna sell. You just buy and hold these and just earn. That's it. Buy, hold, earn. Right? And you're good to go. All the smaller ones are all gone, but some fair sized ones. And then you can build structures. I don't see too many properties are being built on here, but so the floor is 13 for LA. Yeah, but yeah, just if you're gonna do it, LA's the place, man. LA is the place. Oh, that's pretty cheap. Am I out? Yeah, I'm out of Bel Air. That's why. Yeah, there isn't much. I gotta hurry up and make like 3 mil, or just put that into the game, like, because I need to be generating this hundred and something thousand. Like, that's the only way I can see myself like really doing well in the game. Okay, Bell Harbor. Okay. Yeah, so there you go. So if it's 13K, right? You can buy at least two properties a week. And in 1 year, you accomplish your goal. Okay. Yeah, no, I understand. I was just only saying that just because of going by the city floor just to see if you can just accumulate, right? So, but yeah, like if you want to buy it, that's the best way I feel. Just get some properties like what you would have here in LA, and just sit back and relax. You don't even if you take a hiatus from the game, for example, for like 2 months, you go away, you come back, you got 250,000 UPIX, and you can just go nuts and just buy whatever you want. Like, or you could just, still be in the game and still buy whatever you want because you're generating 25,000 UPIX a week, right? Or more, probably 30,000, right? You generate 30,000 UPIX a week, you're doing well. You're doing very well. That's why these guys who have hundreds of millions of UPIX, they don't put no money into the game. All they do is like they generate their $3 million a month or whatever it is, and then they sell they sell they buy properties and then sell them for USD, and take some cash, take profits because they're up so much, right? Yeah. So that's how I see it. That's how I see it. Yeah. Yeah, it's just after 10 now. Yeah. So yeah, there's some insight, there's some help, some strategies, some ways of getting it done. But I like your goal, very ambitious, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Make sure, because it's somewhere too that I would love to accumulate some properties, and I only want three in Bel Air. That's it. Okay, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I just want to own three properties in Bel Air. Three of those nice size ones. Get me that 75,000 UPIX additional a month. That will be like right now. I get that. That put me at 125,000. Right, being at 125,000 a month. Whew, the amount of damage I could do. Like I can go and buy up all of Whitestone, and that's another thing too. So like if I was making 125,000 UPIX a month, I'm going block by block in like Whitestone and own the entire block. The whole block is mine, and just build that whole block. Just build, and then go and just consume another block. Because in Whitestone, there's some blocks still available where nobody has bought anything. So like I'll just go there and just buy up the whole thing, just mint all of it, right? And all of it's mine, and then just build on it, and then probably sell some with structures on it. Because I'm telling you, people are gonna buy a property structure. Ideas for days, I'm telling you. That's why I do this, man. That's why I do it. Cause hey, man, my head is not big for no reason, you know. I got ideas for days. It's just the execution part. Like I need to. Yeah, yeah. Just buy a whole block. You get a whole block for yourself. Like these are the things I look at when I was in Queens, and the fact that when I started the game, when I started in Queens and I was minted, I was just like, that's why I bought so many on Junction, because I was just like, oh man, oh man, oh man, there's so much here. Why is nobody else buying here? Like my eyes are just bulging out of my head because I was just like, what's going on? Nobody's buying? Hold on, you tell me I can buy all of these? and I'll just click, 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 click. That's why I bought like 17 or 19 on the same street because nobody else is there, right? And then when I realized, okay, everybody else is everywhere else, I said, all right, well, I'm not gonna spend all my money on this street because there's a reason why nobody else is really buying here. So I then started to spread and go all over, and then I discovered Whitestone, and I was just like, yeah, I haven't really looked at it, like I missed that one big time. I should have just bought properties there just cause, but I thought just the street alone would have been a collection and not the actual neighborhood. So that's why I checked the street, but I was like, no, I don't see anything there, blah 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 blah. But yeah, but I knew I'd be. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, you did well there. So you must have gotten your Upix reward for that then. Yeah, Sunnyside was a lot more popular than Astoria. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why, but it was. It was. I did notice that one. Yeah, and Sunnyside too as well. That never even made any list that I made. The idea of it never crossed my mind to purchase anything there. But yeah, Astoria was one of the big ones that a lot of other YouTubers were mentioning. So and Rockaway Beach, I think, was another one too. A lot of guys mentioned, and I was just like, oh, I tried getting some of Rockaway Beach, but I went somewhere else, and I never bought any. But I could have bought a few properties there, which I wish I had. Because if I'd done so, I probably would have had at least two or three rares. I think it's a rare or exclusives or whatever it was. I don't remember. But I did well in Queens. No complaints. No complaints. I got my first rare property in Queens, conduit. So I felt just by getting a rare, I did well. I did very well. So that's how I look at it all. Yeah, that's how I see it. Yeah, yeah. Let me check out. Is it still LA here? Better. Okay, let's see. This is okay. I did look at this one already. It says 20. Yeah, so that's about 50 there. That's 50,000 upix. Yep, and that's 71. That's it right there. You spend about 3 million upix in LA and you're good. Oh, sorry there, guys, but just give me 1 second. Yeah, I had to send that off. But yeah, so there's still a lot of properties available. I do. Oh, that's a nice one. How much is that? Ooh. So these chunks here are telling me there's a lot of properties in LA as well that may be released in the future date. Like right here, right here. Oh, never mind. That popped up. Ooh, see this, and you buy two other ones that are 18 or 19, and you're good. Real good. No, the Spark Treasure Hunt, I saw that in Chicago, and I was just like, I should try it, but I haven't tried it yet. I know if I do, I'm gonna spend a lot of UPX because I'm not really that good in treasure hunt. It takes me about 2 to 3 minutes to find a treasure. So, but I will check it out because I'm sure during Spark Week they're giving out a ton of Spark if you're able to. Let me go back to Chicago and see, but I just want to click on a couple more here. Not bad, not bad, not bad. It's like I said, there's still a lot of properties here. You just got to be willing to spend the money, but it's all worth it. All worth it. Ooh, let's see how much. 5,000 week. That's pretty weak. Treasure. Yeah. Oh, here it is. So it's charging. So I may do it actually. We'll see. Yeah, like that. This is one of the reasons why I was thinking of building like a treasure map here in Chicago because of this. Sorry, this one here, the rare. I didn't see this at the time, but the rare, I was like, what's that mean? Does that mean spark and additional things? Like, what does that mean? All right. Oh, today was a long one. Wow, wow, wow. That's all right. It's a Friday. For us, it's a long weekend here, so I'm gonna have lots of time to get my rest and stuff like that. But yeah, I think I may call it a night right here. I got to return a phone call that I just got. So, Upland for Life, thanks again for the support. I'm glad I gave you some nice ideas and some great insights on how to accumulate your 100 properties. So at least you know how to do, you know what to do. So you just gotta execute and get it done, bro. Yeah, man. You too. Yeah, look into Bel Air, man. Look into it for sure. Don't let that one pass. I understand it's a lot of UPEX that you're gonna be spending, but for what you're trying to do, for what you're trying to do, it's something I think you should consider. Yeah, man. Thanks, man. Have a good night. Everybody else, like, subscribe, share, hit those thumbs up buttons so the algorithm can see that you like my stuff so they can show you more of my content. Yeah. Thank you all once again for watching and see you next time on Everyday Upland. Awesome. Good night, y'all.